Hospital where 57-year-old Barbara Dawson collapsed and died. Calhoun Liberty Hospital is a small one in Blountstown with 25 beds and 1 doctor per shift. They don't do surgeries, but they are equipped to stabilize patients with serious conditions and send them to hospitals in Tallahassee, Dothan, and Panama City. They also have security cameras in place. However, when they went to get the footage from that morning, they realized the system had failed. They're working to upgrade it for the future. In any given 12-hour shift, the Calhoun Liberty Hospital is busy, seeing close to 60 patients. On December 21st, it was a steady morning. 57-year-old Barbara Dawson was here in the ER after being rushed by ambulance because of abdominal pain. She was treated and discharged by hospital staff but refused to leave. This is dashcam video released by the Blountstown Police Department. Police say she was being disruptive, so staff called them over. Under HIPAA privacy laws, the hospital says they are not allowed to talk about her treatment or her condition.
I do know that she was treated prior to her leaving, and then, of course, whenever she collapsed, she was brought back in.
But when one officer got there, he says he tried to talk her into leaving, but she wouldn't. And that's when they say she got even more agitated. He then arrested her for disorderly conduct and trespassing. Then the oxygen tank she was using was removed.
Let's take this out.
You can't take that out.
I can.
No, you can't.
Dawson collapsed outside the hospital while in handcuffs. She was readmitted into the hospital and died from a blood clot.
We think what they did was put criminality over health care. We think what they did here was compromise public safety by failing to give her the medical attention that she deserved and that she needed.
The Blountstown police chief says his officer asked medical professionals to keep checking her health status, even though he says she was checked by medical professionals after she collapsed. A camera set up to record outside of the emergency room did not capture any of what happened outside because the server which stores the video crashed, a problem the hospital is not running away from.
If for nothing else, for the perception, everybody could see what was going on. We want to be transparent, absolutely clear with anything that goes on here, and also for the safety of our staff.
Ruth Attaway is the CEO of the hospital. She's been there for about 3 months. Attaway tells us 13 cameras were saving all the footage to the virtual server, but that server crashed on November 28th. All of this happening as the hospital was moving their files to electronic records. Since the records move took priority, they did not realize the cameras had stopped recording. Attaway says she knew upgrades needed to be made and 26 cameras were already in the works before the situation involving Dawson occurred. The cameras are now being installed along with a new server.
Well, we felt like we needed better coverage, inside and out. And so we are making sure that we have full coverage of the whole hospital. They're top of the line. The other ones were very old. And I guess they were good for what we had them for, but it was good to update.
They should test that equipment. They should test the audit component of the equipment to make sure that what they are saying is true. Because obviously there's a serious concern when you have a tape that would mean so much would not be working in a hospital for 2.5 weeks and nobody would notice it. I mean, who's doing security here?
Hospital officials say there are now safeguards in place that will detect any malfunction, and the live feed will be available to hospital administrators 24/7, even on their cell phones. And if you have a story idea for The Insider, send us an email to abc27news@wtxl.tv. Attention, The Insiders. Jade Bullocks at WTXL ABC 27, dedicated to you.